Okie doke. Here we are, folks. We're running Bahroo on a used. Yeah, here you go, baby. Here, right here. Find it. Find it. Running Bahroo on a used ABTA Seasoned level uh, line. Practice line that we ran that Daryl Maggart and Oakley ran earlier today in 40 minutes like a master. So I thought I'd put Bahroo on it and give her a shot. She's been pretty grumpy for the last couple of weekends. She's been out, or hasn't been out. She's been made to stay in the house while I'm laying lines and stuff for other people. She gets a little crabby about it. So I felt a little bad, so I'd let her come run this used line. At this point, I don't know. It's 20 hours, maybe not quite, somewhere in there. But Daryl and Oakley and Brian and I walked this line, and then Daryl's puppy Mela walked this line. So there's lots of fresh scent on the line. So that might be what she's tracking too, but it's okay. Just getting her out. Just getting her out. So far she's nailing it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. The blue, if you can see it, the blue line is the track line, and the red is her overlays. This track is actually tracking her, not me, like on extra dog tracks. We're tracking your phone. This GPS, this Garmin 300 is actually tracking the collar, so the actual dog. So the line that you see on the overlay is actually the dog's line, not the handlers or the judge. So I use this for sale sign to replicate, a private property or no trespassing sign, because that's all I had. And part of the ABTA testing at a seasoned level, which is, equate it to a UBT2. Part of what you have to do is identify a property stop or a property line, ask if you have permission, and then there's a 5-minute wait time at that property line. You also, if you're off lead like we are, that is also where you will be tested on your dog's recall. You have to tone your dog back by electronic means, and the dog must return. So it's kind of a three-part test. One, the tracker's test to acknowledge the line, and then a dog test for recall, and then ability to resume the line after a 5-minute wait. She's totally on the line right now. Like I said, it's 20 whatever hours old, 20 hours something probably by now, but a whole lot of fresh scent with Oakley's scent and mine and Brian and Daryl's scent tromping on it. So she should go up here, make a right turn right down this fence row. That's where the line goes. Oakley crushed it. Let's see what Bahroo does. He overshot it a little bit, but she's circling back. A lot of scent drift now. The wind's been blowing pretty steady. She's going out into that open field. Let me just walk up there and see what she does. What she's doing in the open field. Big circle. Oakley crushed this. Brian flew his drone before he ran Oakley's line, and there were deer bedded over in there that obviously we probably bumped when we came back to run Oakley's line. But point is, there's just a lot of deer. You can see her trying to work it out there. The wind is kind of at my back right now, so it's kind of a southeast wind, so it's blowing the scent out into that field. If you can see, there's a deer shack right up there. It's kind of, the wind is kind of blowing that way, but I come up in here and make a hard right turn. So she could be working some of that scent drift that's captured up in some of those rocks and leaves and stuff, but let's see what she does. She should acquire it right here somewhere fairly quickly. Yeah, there she's got it. You can tell by her swagger. Now, I don't feel like walking through that crap, so I'm going to walk out here. Benefit of off lead. Let the dog go through the nasty crap. I'm taking the easy road. Be interesting to see what she does when she gets up here in this wind tunnel. Oakley had to work it out a little bit. It's not a 90, but it's a terrain change and a lot of wind moving scent. So something's happened here. She's probably tracking me now, me and Brian, where we walked around this stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing. She just cheated and took the easy. Yeah, right here. Oakley spent some time here working it out. You can kind of see this corridor here. The wind is whipping this way, going that way. She's off the line right now, but you might be interested in some critter stuff down there. Yeah, a little problem area. Oakley had to work it out here too. Pretty sure that once she finds the line, it goes right this way into the woods. Once she finds it and gets in the woods, I'm sure her pace is going to pick right back up again. Sure, still recording here. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're still recording. She's a little bit frantic right now. Obviously going totally the wrong way. Doesn't mean she's not tracking something. I may call her back and put her on the spot of blood that's over here. See what she does here. Baby girl, here. This way. Yeah, if she was on, she wouldn't have came that easy. Girl. See the blood right there. Here. Right there. Find it. You can see that rock right there. It was really fun watching Daryl's 9-year-old Redbone work this out. She is an absolute master, just a total rock star. Total rock star. She's just backtracking here a little bit. Might be some blood right there. I don't know. Maybe. See what she does here. This dirt and not a thing to hold the scent, but she gotta work it out. I think she may have. She's really close. I think Oakley was down there a little bit. She just working that grass area right up here. She probably find it. This is an ABTA seasoned level test. So that means it's 800 to 1,000 yards. There are 3 90-degree turns. There are 2 wound beds and 1 simulated property pause. See, the wind is pretty breezy, but completely in line with what you'd find in the fall. So this is a very realistic track. 20 some hours old, breezy, 35 degrees. Very indicative of what we'll find in October and November, late October and November in Michigan. So the other thing about ABTA testing, just little nuances. You're allowed 2 callbacks on a season level test. If the dog fails to progress for a period of 10 minutes, then that constitutes 1 callback. So your dog has got to work through this. One thing I've got to understand is how much the handler can. Oh, look at this. My grandson. Can you see that? That's my grandson reading Joe Tenney's book. That is so awesome. Where'd my deer go? I love it. Yeah, she just found it. Good girl. She just found it. Shouldn't have said good girl. Should let her just work it out, but she worked it out, man. Patience, patience, patience. It's one thing that Brian and Daryl and I were talking about is patience. You know, different trackers have different tracking styles. And one thing that, I've learned to be patient and just let the dog do her thing. I think that was really born out of and still somewhat fostered by my paranoia of screwing her up or not quite sure what to do if blood on this log right here. If she is problem solving, I just want to stay out of her way and let her problem solve. She seems to be getting pretty good at it, so I just need to let her do it. I figure the only thing I can do is screw her up. There are obvious times where, she might get a little assist from Dad, but for the most part, we let her work it out. She really seems to be lost or confused. We will go do a restart and look at this. Here's Here's the first wound bed I made for Daryl. There was hair in it, still a little bit. I think she just made the 90. Let's see, where is she in comparison to the 90? She's right at it. Can you folks see that? I know glare is terrible. Red is her, blue is the line. We're right at the 90. Oh shit, she just found it. She's moving pretty confidently now. Right up here is part of, you know what, I forgot, talking about ABTA test guidelines, season level. One of the things that is required in the season level test is a 30 by 30 area scent challenge, where it's a spiral or a circle or a star, something like that, where you create a little bitty tiny scent pool or something. And the dog got to work through that. Oakley blew right through it. Bahroo just blew right through it. But she probably blew right through it right now because Oakley did, and Brian and I walked right through it. But she's feeling good about herself now because she's getting quite a way up ahead of me. I say quite a way. She's only 55 yards. Coming up on another 90 here in a minute. How is she doing in comparison to the line? She's dead on it. She's dead on the line. She's at the 90 or very, very close to it. Let's see, where'd she go? She's up here ahead of us yet. She's problem solving the 90 right now. Yeah, she figured it out. She's got it. She's working the edge of that scent though. I know that just by where she's at. The wind is kind of pushing it that way a little bit. I think she did stick her nose in the wound bed right there. I can't tell. I'll look at the overlay and see. But Daryl and Oakley found both of them without any trouble whatsoever. There's blood right there. She's doing that pretty well. Now when I tell Daryl that Bahroo did it in 20 minutes and Kai did it in 40, obviously that's the superiority of a bloodhound over a coonhound or a red bone. I mean, we all know that's why. It has nothing to do with the fact that there is immensely more scent from 3 people and 1 dog walking it 4 hours ago. That's not the reason at all. It is truly due to the superiority of the bloodhound. At least that's what I'm telling Daryl. Blood on that rock right there. Hey. Should snap left. Yep. There she goes. This is where Daryl said, she gets to the crest of the hill, we're going to go. Let's go. Daryl did this blind. He didn't know. I know exactly where the line is, but he didn't know. Let's see here. He's still on it. Show you. Zoom in a little bit. Oops, again. If you can see it, blue is the line, red is her, and that blue-gray darker triangle is me. So you're doing well. There's no prize at the end, so I got it in my pocket. I'm gonna have to, she gets close, I'm gonna throw it up there for her. And it's not liver chunks either. I didn't give her liver chunks. It's a hide, and I didn't even think about grabbing liver, darn it. Holy crap, she is blazing through this. Shit. She's not gonna know she found it because she's almost there. I'm 50 yards behind her. Hey, you know what? Let me try to recall. Let me try to recall her. She's downwind. Here, come on. Here, baby. She's downwind of the blood, and from the end of the line. So I'm going to call her back. Here, and I'm going to let her go and be closer to her, so I can throw the hide out for her. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Ready? Okay, find it. Find it. I may have actually went over there. We'll see. Shoot. This is... You can... Good girl! Good girl, baby! Good girl, you found it! I don't have your liver treats, but you found it. You did a good job. I don't have them. I'm sorry. But I got the leg. We can play. We can play the leg game on the way home. You did a good job, baby. Yes, you did. You did a good job. Yes, you did. You sure did. No treats. I'm sorry. Baby girl. Look at Dad. Hey, baby. Baby girl. I know you're mad because you don't have treats. I'm sorry. No, that was it, folks. Daryl, that is the superiority of a bloodhound right there. Boy, she really smoked that line quickly. Boy, was she fast, Daryl. Super fast. My goodness. Thanks for watching, guys.